Okay, hi everybody, how are you? Good. So let's us do some exercises on chapter number 9, linear linear inequality into variable. So the first question is graph without using technology. So we need to graph just manually. So let's do that. Let me have the question here. So to graph this, the first thing we should do, we should have our x and y axis. So this is our x and y axis. So what I will do here, I will give some value for x to find y. For example, I will set x is 0. How much y will be? If x is equal to 0, y will be minus 5. So this will be my first point. So 0 minus 5. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 4, minus 5. This is my 5. So this is my first point. The second point I can use like if x is 1, x equal 1. So this means that y is equal to 3 times 1 minus 5, which is 3 minus 5, which is minus 2. So the second point, if x is equal, if x is minus 1, if x is 1, so this is my x, my y is minus 2. So minus 2, this is 1. So my second point will be this. And the only thing I need to do now is draw my line, because my equation, because as you can see here, this is a line equation. So now I have my line, but where is my y less or equal than 3x minus 5? To find that, I will check with this point. I can see this point here, 0, 0, this one. This point is out. Like, is it including this? Is it correct to apply this point in the equation or no? So I know this point is 0, 0. So x is 0 and y is 0. X is 0 and y is equal to 0. I will just replace it in my x and y here in this equation. So I put my x is 0 and my y is 0 and see if it's actually my y will be less than that or no. So what we will have, so my y is 0, so 0 is less or equal 3 times 0 minus 5. That means 0 is less or equal than minus 5. Is it correct that 0 is less than minus 5? No, it is not correct. So this means that my point 0, 0 is not included in my equation. So the answer will be the other side. So this is my y less or equal 3x minus 5. Perfect. So we just solved that. Now let's us do the other example. The other question is asking this one. Like if is y less greater than minus 3 over 4x plus 2. Same thing, same strategy. Draw your lines, draw your x and y axis, give some value for x and y. So x is equal to 0. That means my y is equal to what? That means my y is equal to 3 times 0 minus 5. No, I'm using the other one. Sorry, not this one. Should do the other one, this one. So the other one is my y is equal to minus 3 over 4 times 0 plus 2. My y is equal to 2. So if my x is 0, my y will be 2. So 1, 2, this is my 2. So this is my first point. A second point that I can use, same thing, if x is equal to 4. If x is equal to 4, my y will be minus 3 over 4 times 4 plus 2, which is minus 3 plus 2, which is minus 1. So if x is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, my y will be minus 1. Minus 1. So my point will be here. Perfect. So now I will just draw my line that go through these 2 points that I just find, and same thing, same strategy, I will see if my point 0, 0 is included. So I will try to see, is this point 0, 0 is including, like, is it, if I apply x is a 0 and y is 0, it will be satisfied in this equation. Is this equation will be correct or no? So let's do that. So 0 is greater than minus 3 over 4 times 0 plus 2. This is when x is 0 and y is 0. 0 is greater than 2. Is it correct? No, it is not true. So my correct answer will be here, this section. Okay, now you need to be careful. My line here is a straight line, but in my equation this is not the case. It is greater than, so there is no equal. So all points in this line are not included in my equation. Okay, so I can do that with another color, for example. Okay, so this will be a dashed line. This is the correction. So we can write your equation here. So this is y greater than minus 3 over 4x plus 2. Good. The same thing you can do that with this 2 question, with this one, and this one, and this one. It's same strategy. The only thing, for example, for the number 4, number C, for this one, for example, let's do this C. The only thing you need to do here, like we have 3x minus y is greater than 6 or equal to 6. I have to write it as a y is greater or less than something. So the first thing I should do, 3x minus y, so we will just put 3x minus y, no, not this line. So minus y is greater or equal than 6 minus 3x. This means that my y is less or equal than 3x minus 6. So this is the equation you need to draw. So let us draw that. So if x equals 0, that means y is x equals 0, my y will be equal minus 6. So 0 minus 6 minus 1 minus 2 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6. This is a first point. The second point will be if x is equal to 2, my y will be 0. So 1, 2, so this is the second point. Okay, now we just draw a straight line that passes through these 2 points. Okay, good. So this is my my line. Same thing, same strategy. Let us check if 0.00 is included or not. So what we will do, so if x equals 0 and y equals 0, my equation will be 0 is less or equal than 3 times 0 minus 6 is 0 less than or equal minus 6. No, so this point is not included. So this point is not included. That means my equation will be the other side. That means my solution is here. So here we can write our equation, which is 3x minus y greater or equal than 6. Good. Now for the second question, determine the inequality that correspond to each of the following graph. So basically they are asking us to find the equation for each graph, like the dashed part of each graph. So let's do that. So the first thing you should know that the equation of a line, it always have the form y is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope, okay, and b is the y intercept. Okay, so this is two important information that you need to know. So first of all, let's look at this graph. Where is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is this point. So this point is 0, 2. Okay, it's b. So my b is equal to 2. Now I need to find the slope. The slope is the rise over the run. So for example, if we took this triangle, so the rise is 1, 2, 3, 4. Over the run is 1, 2. So rise over run. That means my m is 2. So the equation of my graph will be y is equal, I'm talking about the equation of the line, of this line. Now we need to find equation of this line. After that, we will verify if this point is included or not. If it's included, so it will be this section. If it's not included, it will be the opposite. But let's find the equation of the line first. Y is equal to m, which is 2, times x plus yeah, this is not 2, this is 3, sorry, this is 3. Yeah, this point is, this is 3, so this y-intercept is 3. Okay, good, plus 3. Now we find the equation of the line. The only thing we need to check with 0, 0. So suppose my y is greater or equal than 2x plus 3. This is my guess, and I see the line is not a dashed line, it is a straight line, solid line. So it means it's greater, equal, or less or equal. Okay, perfect. So now I will try with my point, with this point, with 0, 0. So if I put here 0, is 0 greater or equal than 2 times 0 plus 3? 0 is greater than 3, which is not true, which is false. So I have just to reverse this line. So I put my equation is y is less no, wait, let me give 1 second. So let me try with a point. So for example, I will take a point from here. this is my equation, so I find this is my equation. So let me guess y is greater or equal to x plus 3. So if I put 0 there, 0 greater than 2x plus 3, 0 is greater or equal than 3, which is not true. So this is not true. So my equation, my point 0, 0 will not be included. So I need just to highlight the other section. So this is correct. So my final answer is this. Y is greater or equal than 2x plus 3. Okay, good. So let's remove this thing. Now let us do B, same thing. Let me do number C because it has a negative slope. So first thing first, y is equal to mx plus b. My b intersect is this, which is 2. My m, my slope, I will take, for example, this triangle from here to here. So the rise is 1, 2, 3 over 1. So my slope is 3, is 1, 2, 3 over 1, it's 3. So my m is 3. So my equation, the line equation, this line, the equation of this line is y is equal to 3x plus b. And because it is a negative slope, it will be minus because it's going down. So if the slope is going like this, it's a negative slope. If the slope is going this or like this or like this, it's a positive slope. So my slope is negative, so it will be minus 3x plus 2 plus b. Okay, now let me try something like that. So my line is not a solid line, so it is a dashed line, so it will be less or strictly greater than. So let me try this. So y is less than minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so same thing, I have 0, 0, 0 here. Let me try with 0. If I find the correct 0 is less than something and it is correct, so that means the 0 is included, and that's the good equation that we are looking for. If it's not, we will take the other side. So 0 is less than minus 3 times 0 plus 2. 0 is less than 2, so which is correct. That means my guess was good. So, and I can see my 0, 0 is including the dashed section. So my final equation will be this. Good. Okay, now for exercise number 3, graph each inquiry using technology. So they want us to graph this using your calculator. But before graphing this, you need to do these steps. So let me grab this exercise. So the first thing for A, so I have for x plus 5y is greater than 22. The first thing I have to write it as y is greater than something. So 5y is greater than 22 minus 4x. That means y is greater than minus 4x over 22 plus, no, over 5 plus 22 over 5. So y is greater than minus 4 over 5x plus 22 over 5. Now you need to go to your graphing calculator and graph that equation. Graph y is equal to that. So So I will put my equation is minus 4 over 5 x I think plus 22. Yes, plus 22. I remember it. Plus 22. Okay, so this is my line. So this point is what? So this point is 27.50 and this point is 0.2022. So the first thing I should check, okay, this is my graph. Okay, let me just graph it there in my board. So our graph was like this. So our graph is like this, and the line was like this, and I can see there is a 0 0 down here. So my 0 0 is somewhere here. So 0 0. I will try with 0 how. So if x equals 0 and y is equal 0, is this will be included or not? So let me check. So 0 is greater than minus 4 over 5 times 0 plus 22 over 5, which is 0 is greater than 22 over 5, which is not true. So my line will be this section, this side. So this is my equation for x plus 5y greater than 22. Okay, this is exactly the way you will do all of them, and you follow just same strategy. Solve for y and find if 0 0 is included or not, and that will be easy. So now let us do exercise number 3. So Janelle has some money, $120, $120, and she want to spend them on watching movie and buying some milk. Okay, so now we know that we have she has 120 bucks, and she need that 120 bucks should be greater or equal than whatever she is buying. Okay, so now I will put let x be the number of movies and y be number of meals. Okay, so because I know the price of movie is 15 bucks, the price of the meal is 10 bucks, so I can write my equation as like this. So 15 times x, which is the movie, plus 10 times the meal, which is y. This should be less or equal than $120. So this is my equation. So the second question, they are asking us to graph the solution. So to graph this, we need to, first of all, we need to write it as y is less or equal than something. So I have 10y will be less or equal than minus 15x plus 120. It is just my putting here minus 15x minus 15x, and this will stay by itself. Now I need y, so y is less or equal than minus 15 over 10x plus 120 over 10, which is 12. So now you need to draw your graph. So let's draw it. So for example, this is my x and this is my y. So if my if x is 0, if x is 0, if my x is equal 0, my y will be how much? My y will be 12. So x 0, this is 12. Okay. If x is 10, if x is equal to 10, my y will be 10, will be 15 times 10 divided by 10, which will be minus 15, plus 12, which is minus 3. So if x is 10, this is 10, my y will be minus 3, minus 1, minus 3. Okay, so this is my second point. I will just draw a line from here. My line will be like this. Okay, so my line should, okay, good. So this is my line. So I should remove this small part of the line. Okay, good. So this is my line. And now I need to find which area. Is it this area or this is area? So to find that, I need to try with some points. So the point I always use is 0, 0. So let me use 0, 0. So if my x equals 0 and my y is equal to 0, so my equation, this equation will be 0 is less or equal than minus 15 over 10 times 0 plus 12. 0 is less or equal than 12, which is correct. So that will tell me, that is telling me that my graph will be this area. So this is my graph. However, you need to know something. Because we are dealing with money, we are not dealing with the minus stuff. So negative stuff does not exist in money. So what we will do, we will remove this section from, oh no, we will remove the negative part from our graph. So all negative part will be removed. So no. So my graph will be like, just let me write it in another color. So my graph will be like this. So this one. The white one is not included because we don't have negative value. So my actual representation of my equation is this triangle. Okay, good. So interpret your solution like any whole number value in quadrant 1, which is this one, on our graph, like showing us the boundary. We just did that before. So the interpretation is you need to say or write that we are dealing with money, so we don't need to talk about negative number in our money. So we need to use just positive section of our money. Okay, good. So for question number 5, Judy is paid by commission. She earns 5% if she sell a computer, and she earns 8% if she sell a DVD. One laptop is 600, one DVD is 200. So what is the average amount Judy earn for selling each item? So each item, that means one computer. Suppose she sell one computer, she will earn $600 times 8% times 5%. 5%, which is $30. If she sell one DVD, she will earn 200 times 8%, which is $16. This is question number 8. For question number 8, GD want to earn a maximum of $1,000. We'll write an equation. Okay, if she want to earn $1,000, she have to sell a number of computer. So like she need to sell a number of computer times $30 that she will earn from it, plus a number of DVD times $16 that per commission that she will get from each one. This should be greater or equal than 1,000. So this is the equation. So represent the situation, write an inequality. Okay, this is the equation number B. This is the equation. For number C, graph the inequality. So to graph this, first of all, we need to write it as normal equation. So let's okay, for example, I need to write it as a function of d. So 16d is greater or equal than minus 30 times number of computer plus 1,000. We are just basically solving this equation, and we will graph it. So I am supposing d is y and the computer is x, and I just write it as equal. So minus, this is minus 30c minus 30c, it will give us this. Good. So now d greater or equal than minus 30 over 16c plus 1,000 over 16. Okay, so 1,000 divided by 16. Okay, good. So this is my question. This is what we need to graph. So to graph this, you just graph your x and y. So if x equals 0, if x equals 0, y will be how much? This will be 0, so which will be this 1,000 over 16, which is 1,000 divided by 16. So 60 times, I think 62.5. Yeah, so it is 62.5. So if x is 0, y will be 62.5. And if this is if x, so x is c and y is d. So this is our d and this is our c. So if c is equal 16, my d will be 1,000 over 16 minus, so it will be 1,000 over 16 minus 30, which is 62.5 minus 30, which will be 32.5. So suppose this is 62.5, so it will be here 32.5. So my equation will be like this. My line will be drawn as like this. No, I should draw the correct line. So my line will be like this. Now I need to know, is the solution is this area or this area. I will just take my equation and replace it by this point 0, 0. I'm using this point 0 0. So if c equals 0 and t equals 0, that means that 0 is greater or equal than minus 30 over 16 times 0 plus 16 over 1000 over 16. This is 0. So 0 is greater than 62.5, which is not correct. So the solution will be this area. The solution will be this section of the graph. Okay, now you need to be careful, because we don't need like negative value here, because we will always have positive computers and we will always have positive DVD. So we should remove this section from our graph. So we need to remove this section from the graph. What? Okay, I need also to remove this section from the graph. Okay, I need to also to remove this section from the graph. Okay, so the only thing that we will have, so the only thing we will have is this, basically this portion of the graph, this portion of the graph, like this. For question number 6, choose a strategy to solve each inquiry. Explain your strategy and why you choose it. Okay, so to solve this type of exercise, you need to factorize them. You need to have them something times something. So something times something, and same thing, greater or equal than 0, and show when it is greater than 0 and when it is less than 0. For instance, let's us do the first one. So x squared, this one. So x squared minus 2x minus 63. We need two numbers that if you time each other, it will be equal to 63 minus 63, and if you add them, it will give you minus 2. These two numbers are how about 9 times minus 7? This is minus 63, but 7 minus 7 plus 9 is plus 2, not minus 2. So the answer should be 63 minus 63 is a number that is multiplying minus 9 by 7, and if you add them, it will give you minus 2, which is what we have here. Perfect. So my equation will be this. We are talking about this equation. So this equation will be x minus 9 times x plus 7 greater than 0. So I just factorize my equation, which give me this. Okay, so remove this. So my equation again is this. Okay, so now this to be equal, this to be greater than 0, they both of them should be greater than 0, positive, or both of them should be negative. So the first case, like both of them are positive, that means x minus 9 is positive and x plus 7 is positive. This means that x is greater than 9 and x is greater than minus 7. Okay, and if you put this in a line, it will show you like this. So x is greater than 9, this is 9, this is not a 9, this is 9, So the first one is x is greater than 9, strictly greater, not included, than 9, and x is greater than minus 7, not included. So both of them. So which area we have both of them is this area. So we will select this one. So the answer for the first one is x is greater than 9. So this is the first answer. The other case, this is when x, both of them are positive. The other answer, when both of them are negative. This means x minus 9 is negative and x minus 7 is negative. This means that, oh no, this is like x is less than 9 and x is less than, no, this is plus, yes, this is plus, is less than minus 7. So if you graph a line again, so x is greater than 9, this is 9, is x is less than 9, okay, and this is minus 7, and x is less than minus 7. So which one is both of them? Is this area. So x is less than minus 7. So the answer for this exercise, for the first one, let me write it here above. Answer for the first question is this will be strictly positive if x, such that x is less than minus 7 or x is greater than 9 and x is in R. So this is the answer. Good for the first one. For the second one, same thing for the second one. Let me just take this and put it down in the blackboard so we can actually use it. Copy. So in the blackboard we have it here, so it will be more efficient to write there. So the first, the next question is number 2. So this one, number 2 is this one. So 2x minus 7x is equal to minus 30 is greater than 0. This, like, we should also write it as something times something is greater or equal than 0. So because we have minus 30 here and we have 2 here, so we should look for a number that is, if you multiply them it will give you minus 60, and if you add them it will give you minus 7. So the multiplication will be minus 60 and the addition should be minus 7. These two numbers, I think, so 10 and 6 is minus 10 and 6 is minus 60. However, minus 10 plus 6 is 4. So how about minus 12 and 4? Yes, this is good. So minus 12 times 4 is 60, minus 60, and minus 12 plus 4 is 7. So my answer, my equation will be written as this: 2x squared minus 12x plus 4x minus 30x minus 30, which is same as 2x times x minus 6 plus no, this is 5 yeah, so this is 5, not 4, 5, perfect. So plus 5 times x minus 6, so this will be equal to 2x minus 5 times x minus 6. Good. So my equations will be 2x minus 5 x minus 6. Okay, I just wrote it like that. So to have this greater than or equal than 0, positive, so both of this should be positive or both of them should be negative. So the first case, if they are, so let me remove this, we don't need this anymore. So the first case, if they are both positive, so if 2x minus 5 is positive and my and is not good, x minus 6 is positive, that means x is greater or equal than no, this is plus 5, yeah, yes, plus 5. So greater than minus 5 over 2 and x is greater or equal than 6. And if you draw the line as usually, so your line, so x should be greater than 6, so this is my 6, so this is greater than x than 6, and also x greater than minus 5 over 2, so this is my x. So the area where I have both of them is this area. So the answer for the first one is x is greater or equal than 6. Okay, so another case, if the other case, if both of them are negative, so 2x minus plus 5 is negative and x minus 6 is negative. That means x is less than minus 5 over 2 and x is less or equal than 6. Okay, so in this case, so this is like, I will draw my line, I'll draw the line. Okay, this is my 6, oh no, this is my 6, so x is less than 6, so this is less than 6, and x is less than minus 5 over 2, so this is less than 5 over 2. So the answer that have both of them is this area. So my answer should be x is less or equal than minus 5 over 2. So the complete answer will be x such as x is less or equal than minus 5 over 2, or x is greater or equal than 6, and x is in R. So this is the answer for question. For the other ones, it is same thing. You just follow the same strategy and you will solve all of them.